Here we sit once again at the beauty shop. Lord Jesus. Oh, still magnolias.
What's Weezer doing to her hair? Y'all are all trying to look good.
I can't. I gotta get it because I got something to do. I'm serious. This is just, I'm here on the 4th of July. With my bestie.
So
It looks better in here.
you're not used to seeing my face on the page, but there's an emergency to report. It's a serious emergency. This emergency happened about 11 o'clock last night. And it's serious.
We're getting into the foil. We're gonna be here for years.
We're not. We're not. Just stop. We're gonna do a couple.
This is serious emergency.
No light highlights. I promise on that.
So I sent,
She looks like that girl in that movie. Little Miss Sunshine. She's got the shape of those glasses.
Well, she got rid
so
of
last
the
night
She got rid of the weird spot.
we were watching, that's a little bit of a lie, we weren't watching. I was scrolling and Adrian was live. And I couldn't even click on the live. I took a screenshot.
So I couldn't sleep all night.
And sent it to my friend, the hair cutter, and said, we have a 911.
Right.
And she said, what do you mean? And I sent a screenshot of...
basically a Smurf.
It wasn't Smurf's troll.
It was Kathy Bates' troll.
Adrian. I said, I have a friend who has a situation. Can I please make an appointment with you?
Oh my God.
And some fabulous hilarity ensued. Lori woke up her husband laughing.
Oh my God.
Here's the screenshot.
That's crazy.
I said,
That is evil.
Y'all, it looks. Look at it's better in person.
so do we have an emergency?
We're gonna get
This is the emergency.
It's Adrian.
We have a friend who has a hair situation going on. We need an appointment.
Yes.
And I was secretly hoping that they were going to agree to meet me down here at 11 o'clock last night. But the best we could get was 8 o'clock this morning.
I mean, that is the labor of love. Like I haven't been on a holiday.
Our friend Lori, we agreed that when everybody knows who your hair cutter is,
I mean, my nerves are just shot.
you cannot be talking to the World Wide Web like this.
I did not look like that. That is Magna.
No, that's Tan Mom. Remember Tan Mom?
Oh, I thought that was that woman from that movie, Something About Mary.
No, that's Tan Mom, who I dressed up like for Halloween one year, the year that she was like all the rage, and people said, "Who are you, Adrian?"
I am devastated.
Now, see, y'all are just as mean as the people on the intranet. So,
On the internet.
I got here this morning and y'all weren't here, and I really, Lori, I didn't even tell you this. I got here and was like, what if they have played a joke on me? What if they have convinced me to come here?
Did you think we were punking you?
Yes. I got here with my 3 sausage biscuits and thought, I'm going to sit here and my chubby butt.
What if we had not shown up?
I mean, I was like, it's going to be terrible. Her hair looks better when she washed it.
Lori said, I think she's washing it too much. I said, that is no.
She said, you're not covering it up. I'm never going to cover it up, Lori. You know me. Because I have a 9-year-old with autism. I am out there cooking with him in the pool.
That doesn't mean you can't put a full hat on.
I'm underwater playing Sea Monster. I'd like to see you going wearing a hat underwater.
I agree. I mean, I always just put a dog hat on. I get it. We're just going to low light. We're just going to get it straight.
We are going to take care of this situation on Independence Day.
I mean, I couldn't even sleep all night because, you know, Mary Scott, she loves to do that to people where they just tears their nerves up. You know, you just can't even sleep. Here I am. Here I sit.
Are you drinking a Yoo-Hoo?
Yeah, I love them.
Did you know they still made Yoo-hoo?
I keep in my refrigerator in my garage.
What is a Yoo-hoo?
The bag. Hey, you can break it out here for me because I can't play my music or Facebook won't play or
She's got a jar of pickles,
No, my client brought me those yesterday, Miss Carol.
a Yoo-hoo, and a giant tub of double yum.
Double bubble.
Because she sits around and smacks that gum all day long.
Well, it's better than doing other things, so, you know.
Like what? You told me last night you were about to start smoking something.
I was supposed to be holding that.
Okay,
and
okay.
you just can't take it.
She's got to take it.
Take it. You cannot take it. Oh, you want to be the star of the show?
We are the star of the show.
Okay.
Aren't we?
I'm a nothing.
That we convinced Adrian to come do today.
I'll put you on the reel.
We laughed so much last night. I mean, I was crying in my bed.
If there was one thing I wish I could have had make happen today was bring a mouse in here.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I still have my traps over there. I'm not playing around with them. I haven't seen them one since. I believe Adrian brought that mouse with her. He was a little bit drugged up. I can catch a mouse. We got a problem because we all know how to exercise. So.
Well, I don't know if you caught the mouse. You decapitated the mouse.
Stop telling people that, Adrian. I hit it with the bucket by accident because you let him go twice. You let him go twice on me.
It was like a bad cartoon out of Tom and Jerry.
It was terrible. I mean, you were
no
screaming with
resurrection.
your legs up in the chair. You weren't helping me. It's like I have to take care of business.
I can't be in a business with mice.
No, I mean, somebody had to take care of the creature. What would you do, Mary Scott? Would you have helped? Take care of the mouse?
Yes, I would have helped.
Not Adrian. She's over with her legs across the chair. Like
Scared.
I was trying to video
Calling
Lauren
me a
chase
fool.
the mouse.
She was like, get that mouse, you fool. Like, that's how she treats me.
That's
Like a redheaded stepchild.
because
That's what she does.
it's right here. Meanwhile, it's running over here.
Well, I mean, I'm in it. It was 7:30 at night for the love of Pete. I am exhausted at this point, just like I am today. I worked late last night. You know, I did work yesterday on a Monday. And I'm in here
Why
today.
did you do that?
Because I had off today, so I have to be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Your fans are telling you you need to use purple shampoo.
I know this. I buy purple shampoo
She's not going to do it.
from Kevin.
You're not
I
going to.
use the Kevin Murphy shampoo.
That's your hydrate me, but you're not going to do what you're supposed to do all the time. And you're definitely not going to wear a hat.
Am I not supposed to be using the Kevin Murphy?
Yeah, you are, but
That's what I'm using every time.
It really does look better in here than it did last
I
night.
mean, last night I was just that lighting or something. Do we have like a ring cam? What are we using?
Yeah, I have a ring light.
Did you have that on? Oh, don't do that.
Never do that again.
I love that light.
I don't.
It didn't. It was not good.
It wasn't. In here it is so different, but we're still going to incorporate some more light.
Ring light is bad for your hair color.
I mean, it just about did me. And Mary Scott sent me that, and I just tensed up. Like, I just have never. I've been doing so good, and she loves to tear people's nerves off, I'm telling you. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock at night, and she sends me that, and I'm like, can't even hardly, I'm dying.
They texted me saying, "Can't you use a flat iron?"
Right, she doesn't. Like, why would you have good hair, too? When I do it, this stuff is smooth as silk. Watch today. I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm going to prove.
Oh, God, we're getting into all that?
Oh, we're going to flat iron this shit today. Stuff today, buddy.
I mean, I couldn't sleep because I was so excited because this just tickled me so much.
Well, Mary Scott loves hair deep down, and I was sitting there a second when she loves hair.
I do. I want to be a cosmetologist with Lori in my next
I
life.
want to be her administrative assistant in my next life, so that's what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Maybe I'll do
Yes, Carol, she did just color her hair,
But we're not putting any.
but it needs color again because
We're going to put.
It's no color. It's non-color.
We're incorporating more low lights. We're not putting any high.
we're going back to dark.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that
So I have not been coloring it long. I had stopped coloring it. I think we maybe need to go back to not coloring it. I thought
No,
those
we're not
pictures
gonna
look
do.
good.
We have to still incorporate low lights. We're going to keep some highs. We're going to incorporate lows.
But why not just not color it?
We'll get to that point, but we can't just do that. We're going to have like a ring around her. It would just be terrible. You're not going to make me look bad. I promise you.
that ring light.
That ring light. And
The ring light was fine, but my hair wasn't colored.
No, ma'am. You're not doing the ring
Why do you use a ring light?
Because it makes my eyes look real blue.
It really does. It does do that. It does.
Blue eyes and orange hair.
Yeah, make Lori look like poop and make your eyes look amazing. Like, that's what we do. That's what we're going for, Mary Scott.
No, Camille. She is not working on July 4th. She just came because it was a situation.
For my two best girls.
And I did not ask her.
No,
so
she did not.
Don't go sending me any mean messages.
So for those of you who've just joined, I sent Lori a screenshot last night while Adrian was doing her video and said, I have a friend who has a major problem. Can you help? I need to make an appointment.
Y'all, and any excuse for us to spend time together is a great thing. We don't get to always get together too much. We all are going separate.
I know. Lori, what are you doing today?
I'm supposed to go to a cookout this afternoon
At 1
o'clock. Yes.
Where is it?
At Bobby J, my friend Bobby J.
Uh-huh.
Supposed to go there, and then Kaylee's supposed to go to the Buckeye this afternoon.
Oh, what are they having?
They're having a cookout with the steamers.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. What are y'all gonna do?
Well, we were going to go down there reading the Declaration of Independence this morning.
What time is that?
I think it's at 10.
Well, we're trying to make that out.
And I want to do that. But I might be using up all my Big Thomas be in charge of Amos time here. So I don't know about taking Amos to somewhere you're supposed to be quiet. We'll see.
It's Big Tom. That is so sweet. Big Tom is doing.
It's on the courthouse green, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does she keep her hair from drying out when she gets it colored so much? She doesn't keep it from drying out.
I do not get it colored that much.
She really doesn't. She comes
like a normal person.
She comes from like every 6 to 7 weeks. That's not a lot.
Yeah. Damn it.
I have people that come every 3.
They do.
We might need to get you on that train through this blonde season.
For what?
Every 3 weeks.
Why?
Because this blonde that is coming about, I mean, just, whew.
I'm getting her straight, y'all.
But if I didn't color my hair, it wouldn't get bright yellow like this.
No, it's not. It's not in here. I promise you it's not. But I'm not ring light on you. Last night about Jimmy and Mary Scott.
And no more ring light.
Am I joking? I mean, it just,
We're all about transparency on this page. You don't need any fake lights to make you look more blue-eyed.
If anybody's
No,
transparent,
I just like the brighter light. That's really not why. Just more light in general. So it's like a studio.
Yeah, she likes to be fancy.
Mm.
This is love, though. I mean, I could've-
Natasha says you need to wear a swim cap.
What? That's a wet
I think I'll wear one today.
hat.
I'll show y'all the screenshot.
Right today.
They're
Nobody
asking.
wants to see the
No.
screenshot.
Many people are asking me.
I mean, just go look at the video from last night. I mean, come on, it's all up there. I mean, making me look like a dog.
And so Lori and I were having a private
Oh, we had a
text party while this was going on. Yeah, are you ready?
Who needs enemies?
I love you.
Who needs enemies when you have friends like
It's
this?
all in love.
I mean, we just said that's just not.
I mean, we can't
No.
do it.
I'm just gonna scroll through, and then Lori was just really worried, and she was like, "This is why her hair turns orange. This is a post. Look, see that hair peeping out the top?
I mean, I had screens.
See that hair peeping out the top?
I'm gonna keep them.
What, from my visor?
Yes, ma'am. And that wet.
And this is when she got it done. This is Lori's
my proof.
insurance.
Let me see what it looked like.
I mean, it looked good.
It looked good.
Oh yeah, it does look good. But I haven't been outside. I can't live in the house.
Yeah, but then,
You were inside doing the book.
oh god,
What?
this was on the private string. I'm not showing you.
What?
What in the world was it?
What was it?
Sex.
And then, oh.
What?
This is what I said.
Mary Scott. Mary Scott, you better stop. You're showing our combo?
Yeah, and I said, I'm going to fix it tomorrow.
And I said, no, you're
And
not.
Lori, when I said I'm going to fix it tomorrow, that's what Lori sent me.
I said, no, ma'am.
She said she's going to be laying awake all night. She
Oh,
can't sleep.
And I got good.
Oh, that might be all.
Going in and showing like a house I don't even know. I mean, like, you can't do that.
You know.
Adrian's vlog about stuff I don't know about. Like, it's annoying. You can't do
So,
that.
for those of y'all that don't know these two hoo-haws, Lori is Cutting Up with Lori. She has a page. They are both very dear friends of mine, and they went on my cruise with me.
Oh, no, we had so much fun.
And Lori is a hairstylist. Lori, have you been on your page much?
I haven't. I went up there last week. I'm getting better. I've just been really super busy. I go there like on a weekly.
Lori is good fun on her page. She gets up there and she says, "Hey y'all,
Dog, I have a lot of views and I do fun things.
I'm up here. Let me know when y'all get up here."
They love to just make fun of me. I don't care. I'm a
up
good time.
here.
I'm a good time. We don't get real.
I love you.
Real good.
Mary Scott, don't I have fun?
You do real good.
I love you
selfies.
so much.
Yeah, I do. And they're just good.
She looks good. Her pictures look really good.
Yeah.
Mary Scott
It's all about the real
is
estate
something
industry.
about Mary. Now, the only thing about your page is it's hard to find because there are a bunch of something about Mary's.
Are there? I don't ever. I don't.
Which is why I want you to be something about Mary Scott.
I'm committed. I mean, I'm committed.
But why not something about
Mary Scott, you are committed, and you have been doing lives. Like at first she was like, I'm not going to do a live, and I'm telling you, my girl has been in it to win it.
I'm on my page the other day, and they're like, "Oh, we were on Mary's page. Your daughter." I was like, "That mother fricker.
Her daughter.
She's got my children on her page.
Oh, Blair, yeah, getting off the ferry.
And doing good content. They're getting off a ferry. I mean, this is good. Meanwhile, I'm like in a full-on like wrestling match with Amos trying to convince him he doesn't need to go on the ferry. I can't do a video.
I mean, you did do good. Mary Scott, you've been doing good.
Were you feeling jealous that I was on live with your daughter on the ferry?
And
No,
how about
not
the
jealous. I was sort of admired.
How about the dunk tank? That
And the
good.
dunk tank. Now, I was jealous.
Now that picture now, even the eyelashes were fab.
And then Mary Scott got asked to be in the dunk tank on Sunday.
How did you feel about that?
I felt great. I love when people do great. I'm like a big cheerleader.
Adrian, are you rolling your eyes?
And I love when Adrian does great.
No, I have a heartburn.
I could not.
You couldn't take that they asked me to be in the dunk
Why
tank.
have they not asked me to be in the dunk
Right,
tank?
like that would have been. I would have gone and thrown balls that night.
Like, I want to stomp my feet. I want to be in the dunk tank.
I don't know. I want to.
Who asked you?
I don't tell things like that.
She can't. You know.
Damn it.
She is. She's so secretive like
I have an idea. We could rent the dunk tank for your weekend and we could send Tails swimming.
that.
No, I don't want to be in the dunk tank for my own weekend. It's dorky to rent your own dunk tank.
Well, that is.
I
true.
was
That's
kinda
like
thinking
having
I wanted
a party
one.
by yourself. You don't want to do that. It's weird.
What'd you just say?
It's like having your own party and inviting yourself. What are you doing for the 4th? We're having a big party. We're going to a big party.
You can come dunk me.
Right, like come to my dunk tank. Like that's weird. No, don't do that.
I've been invited to the dunk tank. The Tails dunk tank.
Stop, Adrian. I can't.
Maybe I'll just do it.
I'm over here multitasking. Y'all making me got to pee in my pants.
The dunk tank.
I can't.
I'm sorry. I'll see if I can get you an invitation for next year.
Who, where?
To the dunk tank. Dunk
To
tank.
the dunk
No,
tank.
I don't want a pity party
At the block
invitation.
party.
I don't want it. I can't take it.
All right. I didn't get invited to the block party.
The block party is open to the community. It's in the paper.
I didn't see it. Not on Mary Scott's block. I'm talking about her block. No,
Oh.
It's at the courthouse.
no, she had her own block.
Oh, her neighborhood block party.
Yeah, I
You
was-
don't live in her neighborhood.
You don't either.
Well, I just went anyway. Nobody invited me.
You know, we just bicker and love each other anyway. That's what real
I
friendship
couldn't help
is.
it. Dawson told me he was going. I was like, damn, I'm going to go. I went and made a plate.
Oh, I got in trouble for not inviting him too. I was like, I didn't
took
issue
some chicken
any
wings and a
invitations.
cup
I can't make people feel bad about things like that. I just can't do it. I can't. I like to just make. I just like
That
to
block
talk about
party, the block party is a very, so Edenton, Mary Scott is a realtor.
it. It is really cute.
And Edenton, Mary Scott, you've lived right many places, haven't you? Have you? Do you feel like you have?
No.
No. I mean, I lived
in Raleigh.
Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill.
Yeah. New York for a summer.
Who?
New York for a summer.
Oh, I never knew that. What'd you do in New York?
Went to interior design program at Parsons.
Oh, wow.
You didn't know I did that?
How'd
Yeah.
you like it?
I liked it, but when it was time to come home,
She was ready to come home.
I needed to come home. There were some parts I loved about it, but I really like to be outside. And in New York, you're only outside like when you're en route. You know, like, I mean, who really goes and like sits in a park?
Not me.
Maybe if you lived in New York, you would, right?
Right. Yeah, with kids. I can't imagine
No.
That was one of the things when I went to New York a couple years ago. I noticed like children that were like Cecilia's age were like riding a scooter down the street by themselves.
Oh.
I mean, they were just used to it.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't like that.
We're taking our friends at the beach that are now in Rome but lived in New York. Like Alessandra took the subway to school every morning.
Oh, Rosemondo, when I split up with my ex at the church's fair, my ex was sitting up in the dunk tank. My brother stepped up and threw the ball and dunked him.
Stop it.
I mean, I bet you've never thrown a ball so hard if your ex was in a dunk tank.
Exactly.
That would be
That would
awesome.
be epic.
And you were actually heckling small children, right? That were coming up to the dunk tank.
A little bit, yeah.
Did you know this?
No. Mary Scott never told me this.
Tell them what you were saying.
What were you saying?
I couldn't help it. I was just saying like, nanny boo boo. You miss.
Mary Scott. Oh my gracious.
And then I was like, oh, it's so hot up here. I just wish somebody who could throw had a turn.
Oh, why couldn't we have been there? I would have thrown that ball. I would have missed it everywhere.
I mean, just for fun. I was
So
I was saying it in a way they knew they were laughing. I wouldn't hurt anybody's feelings.
So I wouldn't have been. So years ago, we've talked about this. Lori, do you remember the guy at the Chowan County Fair?
Yes.
So the first date I ever had with my husband was at the Chowan County Fair. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I did know that.
On a Friday night. I ain't never been back to the fair on a Friday night. The Chowan County Fair, and I love Edenton, but on a Friday night, it is a commitment.
It is a real commitment.
I mean, it's like something out of the Discovery Channel.
different.
It is busy. Julianne, I saw her get knocked down in a wave of people trying to get on the Himalaya. So
Oh my gosh, it is different.
but there was this man, and he would come every year, and he sat in that dunk tank, and he would heckle people when they walked by to try to get them mad, so they would hit him. And Thomas walked by, and he was like, "Oh, you come hit me with the ball," and he was like, "Oh yeah, no thanks." He was like, "Oh, is bald man scared?"
oh my gosh,
Evil.
that is. I would have definitely dunked him.
But I sure loved him. You could just sit and listen to what he was going to say to people. It's terrible.
I mean, that is terrible. My gracious. And on a first date, like, come on, buddy.
So today in Edenton, we have the Declaration of Independence.
We had a lot going on.
How many signers of the Declaration of Independence lived in Edenton?
Mary Scott, you're the
You're the
history buff.
realtor. You're supposed to know.
I'm a realtor. I'm not a historian.
I think
are,
at least
but-
3,
Really?
maybe more.
I don't know.
Mary Scott, you're supposed to know this.
Yeah, you gotta get.
You're from Edenton just as long as I am, Lori.
No, I don't know this. I'm going to be honest. I know about anything else. I mean, the gossip you need to know, I can tell you that. You want to know the tea?
I can tell you the modern day.
Don't
Lori's more of an expert on, the
Yeah.
Edenton Tea Party.
right, exactly. That it is a different
Current
kind of tea.
events.
Yeah, very current.
What, you got new gossip for us, Lori?
Not on this channel. We're going to talk about here. Not on the tales.
Not on the Tails
We
channel.
can't talk about on the tales. We might have some tales to talk about.
So we have the Declaration of Independence reading. Then we have some. Mary Scott, you usually host a softball game. Are we playing softball?
Yes, we're going to play softball today. Lori, can you come play softball?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not very athletically inclined, My children are.
Well, we're going to switch it up this year. So we are very last minute in my life. And so yesterday we decided that we were going to do anything that can float but a boat contest.
Yeah, so I ended up at Rose's, Dollar General, and CVS last night at 8 o'clock.
What?
Yeah, we're going to get the kids to make anything that can float but a boat. Oh, Dawson, of course. I could have texted you, Dawson, for the answer.
What did he say?
Look at Dawson lurking behind my
What did he
channel.
say? How many?
Dawson says that there are 2.
Only two? Oh,
2 signers of the declaration.
Scott Dawson is on it.
I know. Dawson, are you going to pick up my son in a few minutes?
Where are they going?
To scrounge up anything that can float but a boat stuff.
Isn't that so
Oh,
sweet?
I wish they'd go get Russell too. They could do it as a group.
Ooh, I can text Bear to go get Russell.
Dawson sweatshirts at my house. I believe it's Kenneth.
Yeah, but so Dawson has Down East Preservation, which is really fun.
It
And
is.
My Tails weekend in October, we're going to have some cutting up with Lori, some Sotheby's real estate with something
Some
about
local
Mary,
shops
some Down
downtown.
East Preservation. Yeah, we've got some.
There's a lot going on.
We've got a lot happening here.
It's gonna be fun.
The new neighborhood, Jackson Dairy.
That's right. Mary
Touring.
Scott, a little hosting.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
Okay, here. Well, let me get off and text Russell to get him good.
I'm texting him right now.
Okay.
Look at her.
Don't leave it as an option. Just say, Russell,
It's a commitment.
Dawson is going to pick you up.
No, I'm asking Bear first.
Oh.
See, we don't ask our children, we tell them. Isn't
Yes,
that
we
right?
do. That's right, Lori.
That's what we do.
That's what good parents do.
No,
Tell.
No, we tell.
you ask.
No.
Not stuff like that, we don't.
So, lots of people want to know what's going on.
What?
What's going on is that we saw a little snippet of Adrian last night, and we decided there was a situation.
They
They thought I looked like Magda.
No, what happened with the whole talk? I mean, what happened with the
No,
talk?
they're worried about my hair.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the talk. Are we with
Well, I
supporters
was-
right now? What are we with?
No, this is a big page.
Oh,
What were you talking about last night?
Well, so last night I was going to talk about
Okay.
I was going to talk about the newest Supreme Court decision that was handed down about you all might not be knowledgeable about this yet, but on Friday the Supreme Court ruled that this person in Colorado did not have to make a website for a gay couple
Okay.
because it went against her religious beliefs.
Okay.
So I was going to discuss that 6-3 decision. But before I even got into discussing that, these people just came out of the woodwork and they were like, you need to get Amos under control. You've just never seen seniors how you've got the best tan. You need to get, all this stuff. And I was like, you know what? Like,
What does that have to do with the president and China? Like, why are we? I mean,
Oh, you were doing a serious video and people were being
yeah,
mean,
that was
and
rude.
no, but I mean,
Lori and I were laughing at you. That
Yeah,
makes
we
me feel
didn't- I
poorly.
bad now.
oh no, I didn't, that wasn't any problem.
Oh.
I didn't even care about that because I've chosen this career on the, intranet, as my mother-in-law calls
Yeah,
it,
but
the
you-
World Wide Web. But it's so interesting to see how people, and I don't know if it's since, I do think there's a little bit, people will say sometimes like, well, since Trump was president, but I do think there is a little bit that people feel maybe empowered since COVID, or maybe they were behind screens where they could be a little bit keyboard warriorish, I mean, like one woman said, you don't have an ounce of femininity, your hair, you're this, and I was like, I mean, it honestly didn't hurt my feelings. Like, if it hurts my feelings, I would say so. But I was like, that's so weird. Like, I can't imagine going on some random video and taking the time to type three sentences
right,
like
that's
that.
so annoying. I don't even, it's so,
Like, what a waste of time.
seriously.
Like, I wouldn't, that just seems so odd to me. And usually they're like women that have like cats as profile pictures. They're blonde,
Yeah.
they're a little bit older than me. They probably think like, damn it, I could have been a social media, like she's not really working,
They
just
don't know
because
how
you
much
get
work
paid,
that
it's
you
not a
have to do.
job.
Now that I will defend that. Like, I will say
Well-
that with it is a lot of work to be on social media all the time. Like, coming up with content, talking to people. It is a lot of work. Like, people don't, I mean, it
I'm
is.
glad that Lori talked about that.
No, it is.
Lori
Like,
on that crazy
seriously,
side.
that
I'm out of content.
It is exhausting.
I think it's
a lot of,
just,
it's hard work here. You don't get enough credit for all that you have to do.
it's telling. It's just telling more of where people are. And then yesterday, I got this email. This is totally unrelated, but I think this is interesting. We belong to this club at the beach, the Coral Bay Club. And we got this email, and it said, we have rules at the club, and, your children first thing I thought was like, oh God, what did Amos do? Because he was kind of, around people in the pool. And
Oh, was he there with me when he was there with
no,
me?
he was with me.
Oh, okay.
But like but it wasn't about him. Because
Right.
then I kept reading. But it was like, you need to keep your children under control. But then it went on to have pictures of like, to me it sounded like Blair, Eloise's age, older, like kids tearing off soap dispensers in the bathroom, and then not only like destroying things, but being disrespectful. And like when they were called out for doing things, these kids are like, talk back.
But didn't you say that there were some kids that were being kind of rude when you approached them about Amos? Was that the same place?
No, that's in
Oh.
Key Biscayne.
Okay.
And so I've never gotten an email, like for an email to go out like that, that was like, you will be, I was like, what in the world is happening, with these, I don't know, it might be irrelevant. I just thought, we need to be paying attention,
I agree.
we need to be paying attention to what, I don't know. And then you have the keyboard warriors, you have these kind of kids that are out of control and the parents that are allowing it. And then you have the parents who are encouraging alcohol use of their teenagers, which I have also, that's been kind of a new thing for me to see. And I'm not talking like seniors in high school, I'm talking about freshmen, sophomores. Well, I think that is definitely related to the Defiant. I mean, I think those two are related to each other.
I agree.
Because Laura, you're further ahead in this motherhood journey than Mary Scott and I are. I'm kind of in the middle. Mary Scott's a little below me, and you've got, to me, 3 successful children. So you can kind of speak to what you've done.
I was very, very, very strict about that. I mean, I know that I'm sure that my kids have done things probably behind my back and stuff, but like even during COVID, I mean, COVID was almost getting to be over. My daughter was a senior, and we didn't get to have a prom at her high school. So, of course, I said, well, I'll have a dance at my house. I took that on, and I had a full-on panic after I volunteered for that, because kids hadn't gotten out, but all the parents volunteered. They put up, like a big tent in my yard like you would have at a wedding. It was so kind. People brought drinks. But I only provided soft drinks and water. I said, absolutely, I will never provide any alcohol. I had a can. I even called the sheriff's department, because so many kids came from 5 different counties because they weren't able to, come out. And I was out there. I had 6 of my friends, chaperones, to walk around and all of that because I was so nervous because I'm like, these parents' treasure. This is their children. If anything happens, I'm going to feel responsible for them. And if they brought something, I didn't see it. I didn't provide it at all. I was so crazy, and I begged the sheriff just to ride out there, and he did. They rode out there. I'm in my bedroom calling the sheriff, telling these kids this, but they were all in good fun. They were respectful. I've never had a problem. All the kids still come to my home knowing that I will never be that parent that I never let them drink at my house, ever. I really don't. I never have, and so I think that you can still be a fun parent. I think that you can still be that parent and not condone that type of behavior. And I just don't. I never have, and my kids know that. I myself don't drink. My friends know that. I have a great time. And
Now, I saw you having a drink on the airplane.
yeah, I did it. They gave me the Bloody Mary. I held the Mary Scott. Did I really drink the Bloody Mary? No, I didn't. I held it.
You can't drink a Bloody Mary unless you like a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I held it. It was kind of him to bring it to me, the guy, but
well, alcohol is
I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I'm just saying that I just don't. I would feel bad if if the kid got in a wreck or got in an accident and I knew that they got it from my home. That would make me feel terrible.
Not only would you feel bad, you could be charged criminally.
100%.
And I think that's where people don't see the difference.
And that's just me. I don't want to be that parent that's I want to be the parent that's a safe haven and they can call me. And I have now. My girls have called me that are older, 21, 23, that they've gone recently and they're like, Mom, we drank. Can you come get us? 100%. Leave your car there. I'll come pick you up. Now I am, but they are now 21 and 23. And
see, I've offered that to my 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're going to see people that do. Everybody's going to do something different.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of how they had it done.
Yeah.
And there's
100%. I have definitely done that. I've done it before Kaylee was 21 too. I have. I've done that. I have done that before. But I'm like, you better call me. Like, but I've never been the one to provide her or be the parent to go to the ABC store and buy her alcohol. Like, I've never done that. I mean, but
Did
people
you
do
see
it in their
people
own
doing
way.
that in your town?
I think that people have done that. I can't prove that they've done that, but I'm like, where do they get it from? You know, someone's had to do it.
Yeah, that really surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't. That really surprised me. I wasn't.
Because
didn't know it was gonna
but you
happen.
worry about stuff like that. I mean, and then this week, just this past week, my good friend, I mean, her son, we've lost another young soul to a ATV accident just this weekend. You know,
Really?
My good
In
friend.
Plymouth?
Yeah, they own Story Seafood. I mean, Rebecca Story, her son Thomas he passed away in another ATV accident at Busco Beach. Where they ride these ATVs. I mean, it's so sad.
Those
Yeah.
ATVs are.
They're scary. I mean, I
Dangerous.
just always encourage them. They're the sweetest, most kindest family, and you just are. I'm so worried. I worry about these 4-wheelers and these
Well,
side by sides. They're
we-
very top heavy, I think.
We were having this discussion. My husband he likes these jet skis, you
Mhm.
know, wave runners or whatever. Mary Scott's got one. And I have this family that did a really nice fundraiser for Amos's dog, like the organization, like you can, anyway. Her friend, and they lost their only daughter, Claire, she was riding a wave runner. She was 15, and she was hit by another teenager, ran into the back of her. And, you know, it was just teenagers, and I thought about little Thomas last year, 2 years ago, they went skiing and they went snowmobiling, and he wrecked a snowmobile. He didn't hit anybody.
Right.
But the accident was his brain not being developed. It was like, well,
That's what someone else told me.
I thought I could do this because, you know, that's why teenage boys get killed in car accidents.
Yeah, it's like
their
them
brains
driving-
aren't developed.
They're just like, it's like them driving cars, right? Like,
Oh, this looks bad.
it's not going to. Got you, girl. I'm blending first, then I go to the fourth. But yeah, I mean, it's just so. That's what I can think of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boys that recently that have all passed away at a young age.
From ATVs.
Not just ATV
Oh,
and
but
or
just
hunting
for
accidents. You know what I mean? I mean, they're like you said, they're boys. So
Yeah.
sad within the past year.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's just so sad. Like, I don't know. I mean, a doctor actually told me that their brains, like you said, even when that's why you don't want to get on like real fast cars and stuff.
Mhm.
Their brains just,
They cannot not do it.
if they go fast, they rev them up. Like,
Yeah.
so you just want to think about things like that, I guess. As a parent, you never not worry.
Well, and you lose a child like that. I mean, I think
So close to home. And
your whole life changes. You know, there's no, just losing my own brother.
Right.
Cancer. I was telling the girls yesterday, Mary Scott, they were asking about camp and like, what'd you do? And I was like sitting there thinking, what did I do this summer? Because Blair's about to be 14.
Right.
And I was like, well, the summer I was 14, my brother got sick. So we were living at the beach. I was being 14, and then he got sick, and I lived down there with my grandparents. He was in Duke Hospital. He got better, and then the next summer, he was sick and he died. And then that was 2 summers, you know,
Right.
like, but I hadn't thought like, oh wow, like what do you know, it's just your whole life, the trajectory
I was watching
changes.
this show the other day,
Changes.
and it, like, I never thought about it, and it says when you have your children, you only have 18 summers with them. 18. You know how fast that flies by? I mean, who thinks about that? Like, it's true.
Yeah.
So you want to cherish every single one. Don't they just fly by? Like, look at your baby. He's in a whole other country right now.
I
Like,
know.
for the rest of the summer. So, I don't know. Your kids, I feel like my kids are the best thing I've ever done in my whole life. Like,
Well, I think you try really hard to have them
yeah.
turn out good, you know, and it's like, well, I'm trying really hard to have them turn out good. And if they don't turn out good, then I know I tried hard.
That is true. Very, very true. right, we
You
try.
know, like, I'm not gonna feel guilty over it, like, I did make a big effort.
Yes, and people try so hard, and they're great parents, and sometimes kids are just so rebellious. They're, you know what I mean? They do the same thing for all the same kids. I mean, I have people in here all the time to talk about their kids, and they have 2 really great ones, and one that just they can't get it together. I don't feel like it's the parents' fault. I feel like
Well, as my dad says, he said, you just gotta watch out for those drugs.
that is right.
And, yeah, I mean, he's right.
I agree with him on that.
Mary Scott, you're being real quiet.
Yeah, Mary Scott, you need to, you have 3
Hand me that.
little piglets.
Yeah,
Look,
here.
you know what she's doing? She's over there texting. She's multitasking.
I'm trying to check in with Russell.
Well,
What
did
is
he
that?
answer?
No. It just got I was just listening. It's okay to listen.
Let me hold it.
Yeah.
I can't read comments. I like to see what people are saying here. Hand it down.
Are you freaking out?
No, but I mean, I can't do a video if I don't know what
You
people
know
are
how she
saying.
is.
It's
She
a
has
lot of
that phone running.
interaction.
She likes to
want to know why
answer.
I'm
She
successful.
multitasks.
You want what?
This is why I'm successful. I have to interact with people while I'm talking.
Look at this. Look at this pure want.
Give me the phone.
Look.
Look.
Come on now. I'm trying.
Lori.
We can't turn the head that much. Like now, daggone it. I'm not messing up my jam over here.
Okay, a quick update. No, Lori is not open today.
No,
This is
but
a
I-
911.
Make her code
She
in.
did not, but I love my friends and I want to be, it's fine, I want to be here too.
Because I'm going to get some mean messages.
No, you're not. No,
Oh,
you're
yes,
not.
I will.
You will send them to me.
Yes, Kathy says you just need to touch the phone. It's like a little golly for you.
A little what?
Golly.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I'm not,
Yes, you do. It's your security blanket. You got to have the phone.
I've never heard of that.
Here you go. Here you go. Come on, reach.
No, I'm not leaning.
Reach for it.
No, she's got to do this for me.
I'll tell you what, if I get a hold of you, I'm going to do
I'm
something.
multi-
Reach for you. You're going to...
Let's love one another.
Here.
Let's love one another. Let's be
Lori,
precious.
she's being bad.
Mary Scott,
Lori.
look. If stuff goes south, it's going to be on you, and I'm telling you.
I can't even see
What's
myself.
going to be on me?
Because this was your wonderful idea, and I can't say no to Mary Scott ever.
It's going to be on you.
You try to say no to Mary Scott, I
If
promise
anything
you.
goes wrong, it's going to be on
I
me.
would have never suggested for me to come in today. It would not have even occurred to me.
It was me.
It's like that Taylor Swift
Oh,
song.
they like your shirt.
Huh?
Who gave you that shirt? One of your
one of the
followers.
subscribers?
I'm Lori doing Lori things.
That is perfect for today, wasn't it? Good gracious.
Purple. So Lori, should I be using purple shampoo now? Not
No,
the
we're not
Kevin
going to do it
Murphy?
now. We're not going to do it now. No, yes, you can, because you have the Hydrate Me, which is good. You have it because...
But it's not purple.
No, it's Hydrate Me. It's for your frizzy hair, honey. It's not for blonde hair.
Oh. I'm not getting layers. I don't believe in layers.
hates layers.
Layers are like bangs to me.
They are. She calls them the backer bang job, I'm telling you.
I don't
She
like
has her own-
bangs. I don't like layers.
She's a one layer, like she just likes a perfect bob. She hates the asymmetrical. She hates all that stuff. She doesn't
Well,
like the
I
dip.
had an asymmetrical when I was 12. My mother got my hair
No,
cut
she
above
did.
this
I saw
ear
that picture.
because my mother wanted that haircut and she wanted to see how it would look.
So she used Adrian as a guinea pig.
I'm not kidding. And then my
I
mother
saw the
went and got the
picture.
same freaking haircut I had.
I saw it.
Granted, she was 37 and I was 12.
Adrian said, "Why
What
did
if
my
you were
mother do this to me?"
38 with a 13-year-old?
She said, "Why did my mom do that, Lori?" I said, "I don't know."
I'm 48 with a 13-year-old. I think Adrian would look pretty with her natural darker color.
That we're
Well, I think
incorporating
I
her.
liked it. Lori's the one that made me color it
And
again.
Thomas likes her blonde too. I mean, her husband.
I don't care what that fool likes.
She does like what he likes too. So don't try to let
Help,
her fool you.
I've been unsubscribed, and when I try to subscribe, I only see a short video.
Oh, I did the same thing. I had
What
that
do
going
I
on for a
do?
year. Me and Adrian
What
had
do
to
you
fix
do?
it.
Hold on, let me look. Why?
Who, me?
And we had to fix it. The meadow. I had to reset my password.
You and that subscriber page, that was a cluster.
I had to reset my password. That's what fixed it.
Well, I mean, is that what you had to do?
I did. All that stuff for that. I mean, I can't got your daggone break.
48 with a 9-year-old. Well, I'm 48 with a 9-year-old. There's a huge spider on the ceiling above you.
What? They're lying. They just love to get somebody tore up. Stop it. Not today on the 4th of July. There's not a spider up there. Like, stop it. I've done enough. I've had enough going on this morning. I'm challenging my brain.
Oh God, I wish there was.
No, Adrian.
I can't get Russell.
Okay, well, here I'm go get off and call Russell. I'm gonna call him right now so he can make a
I
bet.
mean, we started with the giggles, and then we had to get all serious.
We got
I just
serious.
feel like, wah, wah.
Oh, we can't do that again.
Okay,
See?
what do you want to end on?
Hey, I'm gonna take a picture and put it up on Cutting Out with Lori. You can take that to the bank. It's gonna be right. Hair's gonna be smooth as a baby's bottom. It's gonna be looking good. So I'm gonna have my proof in the pudding.
Cool the color down.
I'm doing it, people. I'm doing it. It looks way better in here than it did on that ring light. She needs to put on she got on that warm setting. You can put it on different setting. Adrian has it on the whole warm, I'm sure.
Are you going for the Declaration of Independence
We're
reading?
not going to make it there.
We're not at 10?
Probably not.
Special hours at Lori's on July 4th. Yes.
Yes. for
She's
my
got
friends.
several appointments open today if
No, I
anybody
don't.
wants to come in.
Adrian, stop sabotaging me. I'm here for you. You're making me look like a...
What if she had openings
Terrible.
on the 4th?
Oh, my God.
You sat in a public forum putting on deodorant. I did that yesterday, Joe
What?
Mice.
Who's Joe Nice?
Mice.
Nice.
Is your last name really Mice?
That doesn't sound too right.
I did that on purpose because I was proving a point about the person that said, do you sleep with your husband?
What?
I know,
What
right?
business is that?
That's what I said.
I mean, I think
You haven't
so.
told them that y'all have separate rooms?
Me, I have 4 children.
Yeah. I said we've never had
Mary
sex.
Scott, why are you trying to start that bull crap? Like, come on now.
We have twin beds.
Clearly.
I'd like to have separate rooms. I tell you what, sleeping with Amos is like being in hell. I mean, I could not even
Doesn't he
sleep
have
last night.
Amos has his little bed in y'all's room, though.
But he doesn't sleep in it.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, it's awful.
Adrian.
God, it's awful. I need to get him some elephant tranquilizers.
Get him some of that melatonin. They said that stuff works good.
Lori, he takes enough melatonin to like sink a grown man on a 1,000-pound life.
What?
Why not just highlights?
We're not doing that.
So
We're-
much easier to maintain, said Julie.
No, honey, that's Adrian can't take care of them. We can't. She can't do it.
Julie, that is not true.
Yeah, it is. You admitted it. You can't do it. I
You have
it's
to
just-
take care of them.
She has an Amos. She can't take a hat off. Put a hat on like we can't.
got to wear a
She's in the
hat.
sun a lot. She's on the beach. She's chasing children. It's just a lot going on here. Exposed to saltwater pools. I mean, it's
Salt water does not like highlights.
just not. Neither do pools. So we're just gonna. She's gonna still have some highs in there. She's not gonna be as much. We're just toning her down.
We'll give you an update.
I'm gonna take a picture. You can take that to the bank, honey.
Peggy said, my husband and I have separate rooms. We visit on the weekend.
I know people who have separate houses.
That is a brilliant idea. And
Isn't that
I
awesome?
can help you.
I mean, I'm just
People
saying.
are married and have separate houses?
Yeah.
God.
I mean, genius.
Yep.
That is so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could just invite the person over.
Right. Make them take you out to dinner, pay your bills. Wonderful, I think.
Pay your bills?
Yeah.
God. If anybody, I'm interested in getting married to somebody else in polygamy.
You said that?
I might be. If they want to pay some bills and have a separate house.
Right. Seriously.
And I don't have to have sex.
Isn't that just the best?
Goodbye.
You don't want any sister wives?
Sister wives.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean, sister wives.
Oh my God, y'all, that is their jankiest show. I'm just telling you. I'm probably get bad vibes for that.
Janky.
Janky.
Sister
They
wives.
all broke up though. They're not together anymore.
I do want to do a wife swap.
Oh,
Everybody wants me to be in the wife swap because they know their husbands will appreciate them when they come back.
exactly. They will think that me and Mary Scott are the angels from
I'm
heaven.
like
I'ma
the
tell you
one that they all want.
Please.
I mean, I'm not kidding you. They're like, oh yeah, let's get her to come over here.
I mean, I cook the meals. I do everybody's.
They'll be
laundry.
like, I mean, you are wonderful.
They will. Honey.
And I want them to have a little dose of Thomas too.
Oh, Thomas is the angel. He won't be down that basement though. I'll tell you that. He'll be helping me. Serious.
We'll be down in the basement.
I do like Thomas.
No
He's
man
funny.
cave for him.
No man cave, honey. You can go out here and help me
Yes,
scrub these
it's
dishes.
live. I'm getting my hair done on the 4th of July.
On the 4th of July. This is a labor.
Why don't
law.
you sleep in Amos's bed and get him used to his bed? 10 years old sleeping with mommy is not
Do
good.
people not know who Amos is?
Thank
I'm
you,
so
Sarah.
confused.
Thank you for your insight. That's a wonderful idea, Sarah.
Mm.
Why don't I sleep in Amos's rollaway bed with him? Okay, I did that. And then when I get out of it, he gets out of it.
Correct.
And then when he gets out of it and I'm not in it, he gets up for the day at 1 a.m. Doesn't he marry Scott?
Nobody gets any sleep.
And then nobody gets any sleep. Oh, God.
I hope y'all have a happy 4th, because we're going to. We're having the best day already.
Are you going to, Kimberly Shovel just said, this is a repair job on my hair.
Well, this is a Mary Scott idea, and so I'm just following through. Because she seems to have the best ideas. And and Adrian did not ask me to do this, y'all, so Mary Scott and I came up with this on our own at about 11:30 p.m. last night.
My stomach muscles are
We
sore
were
from laughing.
crying.
It's good times.
This
good
is
times
what a great little small
in the
town's
neighborhood.
like, and wonderful friends. You can do this when you come in whenever the heck you want to and do what you want to do. The best.
What time are the fireworks tonight?
9-ish.
Are they at 9?
I think I'm going to have to sit at my house and watch them.
I know, isn't that nice you get to do that? That is wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Though
awesome.
I like to watch. It might be fun to watch them from the boat. You ever do that?
I don't know if you need to go out on that boat, honey. That boat's going to give you some problems. I'm worried about that boat. Right?
We had a little boat issue.
A little one? I mean, there we go, exposing the hair in the sun for about 10 hours that day.
It was a long trip back.
I don't know. That was something.
It was nerve-wracking getting in that inlet too.
Weren't you burning off, Adrian? I mean, I would have been hot.
Yeah, and you know what I had? I said, where are the life jackets? And Thomas said, we don't need life jackets. I've got myself in the donut tube.
What?
Well, Amos had on his life jacket.
He
I was
fell
like,
asleep. Amos said, forget this.
if
noise.
we
He
fall
was
out of this boat, I'm not going to drown. Somebody drowned recently in the inlet. They fell out of a boat. It was so rough.
asleep. Did they?
Yeah, I got in that donut tube. I thought, well, I'm going to live.
You really sat in the tube?
Yeah,
You know she did.
I was worried. I said, Thomas, get back over here. I didn't want him to get too far over and those waves start breaking. The transom's real low in there. 3 hours. And
I
we
mean,
had
Adrian, I
3
can't believe
beers.
You didn't become undone.
We had 6 beers, but we drank one like right away. Billy Collins and I, not Thomas. And then, so we crack a beer, the 3 of us, and we start going, and then.
What was wrong with the boat? Like, what happened?
There was a bubble, according to my non-mechanic husband, in the oil hose or whatever. So I said, well, can we just ride with the beeping? He was like, no, the boat won't go. So then we have to go slow. And then I was like, how many beers do we have left?
I mean, you needed water at this point. I mean, my
They
gracious.
said 3. Are you going to put toner on my hair?
On the blonde, yes, I will.
Yes, she will.
Sorry, your hairdo takes a long time.
She has thick.
Where does
Pretty
Amos
beautiful
sleep
hair.
when he's with Mary? He sleeps in his own bed, and he does perfectly fine.
I think it's a parenting problem.
Oh my gosh, Mary Scott! Like, don't encourage to be. Like, please, she can't catch a break.
I'm aware.
I'm getting tired of.
But what
people.
am I supposed to do about it?
I'm tired. Well, I mean, if
I mean,
people-
I cannot strap him in the bed like with chains, like he's in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
No, then the DSS will be up there.
I mean, it's just time for you to get stern.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
I mean,
Oh,
I'd like
I'm
to
gonna
talk
get
to
ticked
somebody who's still nursing an 8-year-old.
Here we go, boy. Here goes the daggers. We're throwing them out now, buddy. Stuff's starting to get real.
What if you were still nursing an 8-year-old?
Mary Scott. Mary Scott. Don't let her get to you.
Would you like me to tell you what I would do?
What would you do, Mary
If I
Scott?
were Amos's mom?
What?
She's full of shit. She wouldn't do a thing.
Nothing.
Her 8-year-old always gets up in her lap with all her blankies and stuff, and then I look at her and I'll go, Cecilia.
Yeah,
She'll
exactly.
say, Mom, she's doing nursey face at me.
Yeah, she gets all mad. No, she's just a little cuddler. Celia is.
She loves me so much.
Nursey face.
And she loves my Kaylee too. She loves to cuddle.
It's not going to last forever. And the doctor, who I've yet to see somebody from Duke Autism on here, the doctor said to me, this is not our biggest priority. We're working on, it's a mommy issue.
Who says that?
Lord help me. Jesus, baby Jesus,
Like,
take
you
the
know,
wheel.
It is. It's a parenting issue.
can we block people off this page? 'Cause
I'm going to block this.
They had,
I tell you what, maybe we could
I'm
get
going to block this
Mary-
realtor in a minute.
Mary could give you some lessons.
no, children do different for other
Anybody
people.
would be fine if they're not me.
Yeah, they do different for other people, and everyone knows that.
Who's Mary Scott?
Her former friend.
She's my former friend.
She's about to be on the blacklist.
Yeah. She's about to be hurt.
And I get real ticked off when people get rude.
You know I'm playing.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about whoever these people up here talking is mad. Parenting 101. I mean,
She's trying to lighten the mood. I mean,
She didn't like talking about all that serious stuff. It made her nervous.
Yeah, she doesn't like we like to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Lighthearted.
Sure.
Seriously.
This should not be on the big page. I know. We try to keep the real big stuff to the subscribers. Carry on, 4th of July, people.
From the Steel Magnolias.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Kiss.
Oh.